Hi you guys, I'm Keri and welcome back to My Table of Three. Today I thought I would share with you guys some of the meal prep that I've done earlier in the week that helped me and my family get through my busy work week. And I'm so glad I did because it helped a ton. And I used to do all kinds of food prep videos on the vlog, but I haven't had time to do many recently to share with you guys. But I am going to try to get in the habit of recording and sharing with my food prep with you guys as I can do that. I still am adjusting to working full-time for a job, as well as keeping up with the vlog and trying to keep up with YouTube videos, but I think I'm going to be able to get back on track soon. And also, as a special surprise, my husband and I are actually working on a new series that we're going to share with you guys here on the blog. It will not be diet related, but it will be just a little bit of insight of how we are working on our budget and our finances. So if that's something you'd be interested in seeing and see how we worked it out, then just stick around and watch for those new videos. If you just prefer the dieting and food videos, never fear, because they will stay here and I'll be doing more of those every week. So just stick around. And now I'm going to share with you the meal prep that I did earlier in this week. Actually, it's on Tuesday and I am filming this intro on Saturday, because it's actually the first time I've had to film the intro. So I just wanted to pop in and say hello. I hope you guys have had a wonderful week and that you're enjoying your weekend. Now let's take a look at my food prep, starting with the list of things that I wanted to get prepped that day. Alright, so I thought I'd give you guys a look at what I'm going to be prepping today. It says number 18 because that's how many things I had on my list for these 2 days, for yesterday and today. And I'll show you guys. Got just about everything done or checked off or in the works, but now I'm on to food prep today. So I do go back to work at Hilton for the rest of the week. Today is Tuesday, so I am a little bit late getting our food prep, but hey, better late than never. Like I said before, I've had trouble getting it done lately. Been overwhelmed trying to settle into my new full-time job, but I thought I need to get back on it for my plan's sake and everything, and for the sanity of myself. Not worrying about what my guys have to eat while I'm working in there. So I'm doing some buns, and those are the low-carb, keto-friendly buns, also Trim Healthy Mama. Actually, the ones I'm going to do today are FP, I believe, because I'm actually going to use Sarah Montana's recipe, I think, from My Montana Kitchen, and I'll try and put that link below. I have made a video on those before, so we'll talk about that more later. Then I may do some bacon. I'm not quite sure yet, but I may do a couple of pounds of bacon to put in the fridge to eat with those buns. But I am doing egg salad as well for lunches on those buns, so who knows? I may not get to the bacon. We'll see. Grilled proteins. I'm doing some chicken breast, some boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and some beef burgers on the grill tonight that will last us several meals through this week. I'm also thawing some chicken legs. I don't know if I'm going to grill those or if I'm going to prep those for bangin' ranch wings. That's in the Trim Healthy Mama cookbook, which basically is just baked chicken legs with a yummy mayo ranch sauce on them. So we'll see. I'm not sure. We do love grilled chicken legs, and that's about honestly the only way I like chicken legs. So we'll see. Probably grill, but we'll see. The next thing I'm going to do is a big thing of moonshine in my large glass jar. I may prep some singing canaries because I have not been feeling good. I think my adrenals are just worn out, so I'm going to start my canaries again. I love these things, and I haven't made them in a while, and it's time to get on those again because they really do help me feel better when I drink them consistently. Boiled eggs is for the egg salad over there. We'll go ahead and get all that started. And then quick snacks, I'm going to cut up. We have a cantaloupe and a small watermelon in the fridge. I may cut those up. Cube up cheese. I'm going to make some. I bought a couple of blocks of cheese at Aldi yesterday, and I have a little piece of that mozzarella that I bought at Sam's the other day. So I'm going to cut that up and put those in a container in the fridge and I'm going to show you some of my other snacks too, and we'll just go from there and see how well we get prepped for today. And that's what I'm working on today. Hopefully I'll get to all that. If not, we'll just try again another time. But I'm going to take you along with me as I work through this stuff. I won't do it in detail, step by step, but I'll show you how I start and finish and how I prep it for the fridge. So let's get started. Alright, so I am making the rolls right now. Like I said, I will put the link to the video where I did these rolls down below in the description, but this time I am doing a variation of this recipe from Sarah Montana at My Montana's Kitchen. So I'll also link her recipe below. And here is the baking blend that I'm using instead of just the pure almond flour. So I have my baking blend and all my other ingredients in here, and then I'm just going to put my mixer on and then slowly pour in this boiling water. This is baking blend and psyllium husk, and this, I'll show you what my psyllium husk looks like. We keep it in a jar, very finely ground. We buy it at a health food store. So this is just going to be that. I'm going to turn it up. I'm going to add in the egg whites that she calls for. Again, I'll put the recipe below. My Instapot. So I'm going to go ahead and let this mix for a little bit and let that come together. And then I'm going to check on my egg dough here at the Instant Pot. So let's go. So we're going, it is ready. So I'm going to quick release for my eggs. Oh, and it did not come any steam out. So what did I do? Oh, let me check on these guys and see what I've done wrong. Alright, so I opened my eggs up and you see a few of them did crack. I'm just going to put them over in some water and I was going to show you guys. I noticed that it was letting off a lot of steam, but I didn't know why. And it looks like, this is the first time this has ever happened to me. See the brown on the eggs? And the water is all gone out of the Instant Pot. So I don't know what I did. This is the work of an overwhelmed mom trying to do too many things at once. So hopefully the eggs are okay. See that? I think maybe I didn't have the seal on. You guys, have you ever had this happen? Is that what it is? Maybe I didn't have the seal all the way on or something. Because I noticed it was letting out a lot of more steam than it seemed like. And then there's also a little bit of water in there. So, oh jeez. I'm glad I only had it on for a few minutes. So you see that? Now I have a mess to clean up. So I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these out. And I'll check those in a minute and see if they're okay. And then try and get my pot soaking. Whew, not a good start to my day so far, you guys, for this food prep. But we shall carry on. Okay, guys. So I'll check back in and show you. My eggs turned out okay. They still were easy to peel. And they were done. I'm just glad that nothing happened to the Instant Pot. And next time I'll be sure to check that seal really well. And I knew there was enough water in there because I put 2 cups of water instead of the 1, but next time I'll check the seal to make sure. The next thing I'm working on is my Good Girl Moonshine. Good Girl Moonshine. So I just found this tea at my discount grocery store, which is my favorite, and I got 3 boxes because, as you can see, it was 49 cents. Can't beat that. So I am going to brew probably either the wild berry or the raspberry zinger in this so I can make a gallon of moonshine to put in the fridge for the rest of the week. Alright. Here we go. I'll check back in just a few minutes and show you how I've made the egg salad and the Good Girl Moonshine, and the rolls are in the oven. So that's my prep underway. Hopefully things are looking up. Alright guys, so here is what I've got so far. The rolls are out of the oven and they are cooling. They look just as great as they do when I make the other version. So I'm excited to try Sarah's Montana's version. That's what I made here, and like I said, I will put a link to her recipe down below, as well as the video that shows you exactly how I made these from my previous YouTube video. And then the egg salad, I've got it mixed up, and this is just a simple recipe. I used this chopper to mash it up because I still like mine kind of chunky, and then I added a little bit of mayo, a little bit of sour cream, a lot of pickles because we love pickles, salt, garlic powder, onion powder, sorry. Mix it up, and it's just a simple egg salad recipe that we will eat on the rolls or on lettuce leaves throughout the week. So this will, yeah, tastes good. This will go in the fridge to be lunches and things like that. And now I'm working on the Good Girl Moonshine. So this is the tea that I brewed earlier. I just put it in this gallon-sized jar. And yes, it is a Mount Olive pickle jar. I've had it for a long time. We eat a lot of pickles, and so I keep the jars because since it has vinegar in it, I like to keep it in a glass jar and not in anything plastic. So to this, I've already got my sweetener in there, and this is moonshine. I don't really like giving a recipe because there's so many different ones out there, and you just adjust it. So I just boiled several tea bags in water, and I like mine strong with apple cider vinegar. So I don't even measure. I kind of just pour it in, guys, until I think there's enough, and then I'll taste it. I won't put in too much because my husband and son will actually drink some of this too, but we'll just leave that in there for now. And then if I want mine stronger, I'll add it. And then the next thing I like to use is this ginger juice, which is just ginger, and you can see I need to shake it up before I pour it in there. Now this I don't measure either, but again, if you don't like it strong, just start out with a tablespoon or two in a gallon size like this. Start out with a teaspoon or something if you're making just a single size. So I'm just going to eyeball this one too. Okay. And then I'm going to stir it up. Sometimes I add vitamin C powder in this too, but I'm going to be making a singing canary later, and I don't want to get too much vitamin C powder. So to the rest of this, I'm just going to add in some spring water to fill the rest of the gallon up. And there we go. Now, this looks like a lot. I'm not even sure if this is a gallon. I can't remember, but it's a big glass jar. You can see my hand. It's pretty big. But this won't last us actually a whole week. I'll probably have to make another one of these later in the week because if my husband and son drink it too. But I am going to get me some of this in just a little bit. So then I'll just put the lid on it and put it in the fridge. And we'll have this to sip on. Again, this is a Good Girl Moonshine. I made it with the raspberry zinger tea. It's caffeine free. And I just put apple cider vinegar that I got from Aldi's with the mother. I have learned that this is not my favorite. I do like the Bragg's the best, but this will work when I can't get the Bragg's. And then my favorite is the ginger juice here from the Ginger People. And I'll see if I can put an affiliate link to Amazon down below where I buy this for this, so you guys can check it out. It mixes in so much better than any powder. So there's so far my Good Girl Moonshine, the rolls, and the egg salad. I'm going to get all that in the fridge and then see what's next. Probably getting the grill ready to get that proteins grilled. Alright, so I am still continuing to work on food prep. Earlier I showed you the egg salad and the rolls were done, so that's going to go in the fridge. I then decided that we bought a cantaloupe and a watermelon yesterday when we bought groceries. This was just a small round watermelon, and my son has already put a hurting on it because he loves it. So just went ahead and cubed that up to put that in here, and that'll go in a bowl so it's easy for him to access in his own bowl while I'm working, or if he wants to fix his own snack. That way you don't have to worry about getting a knife and cutting a watermelon. I went ahead and did the same for the cantaloupe. That will go in here. That way he can grab that. Or if I'm using that for an email, so that'll go like that in the fridge, easy access. And then I thought I'd show you what I'm doing next. This is going to be some of our snacks for the week. I'm just cubing up some cheese. This was a Colby Jack from, got a sticker on my finger. Colby Jack from Aldi, which I had this mild cheddar. I'm going to save this for next week. I'm not going to cut it up now. I just wanted to show you guys. Then I also grabbed some string cheese because my son loves these. He can just pull those out. And I had forgot I was going to do this. I went ahead and grabbed these also. We also like to give these to, every once in a while during the week, we'll give our puppies one of these as a snack. So they don't eat other treats, but they love this. So we'll split one between them like once a week maybe. So not too much. But so I'm just going to cube up the Colby Jack and some of this mozzarella left from when I bought it at Sam's. And I will put it in this container. And, of course, this lid goes to that. And so we'll have cheese already cubed that we can grab up to go with things like this, which I found this prosciutto, which we love, at our local discount grocery store. It is in date. I was so excited. It actually is good until, let's see if you'll see that, October of 2018. And look at the price, you guys. $1.49. Can you believe it? So I got 2 of those to go on our, because we like doing our own little Lunchables. So I got this to go with these cheese, and then some of these little olives to go, and some of these baby deals. And that's what we like to have a lot of times on our lunch when it's super hot like it is, because it was like 96 degrees yesterday, and it's hot again today. So these are just some ideas of our snacks and light lunches that we'll have this week. And I just wanted to pop in and show you that while I'm working on this. And then I think the next thing you'll see is probably me grilling the meat, or either when the meat's finished. I don't want to bore you guys too bad or make this really, really long. But this is just a peek at our little grab-and-go snacks that we'll have this week. I also have more fruit in the fridge over here. I have apples, and then in the freezer we have this large bag of mixed berries, which we will make our protein smoothies with, which we like to have at night, after dinner, sometimes as a snack, or even for breakfast. So we have that. And I got that at it's a 3-pound bag I got for, can you see that? $3.99. So we're excited. I've tried this brand before, Wedgman, and they were really good. So that's that. And like I said, I think I'm just going to finish up getting these snacks and this cheese cut up, and then I'll show you how I finish, or what all I cook on the grill. If I don't show you anything sooner, I'll show you that in a moment. Alright, so I'm going to show you, I told you I was hungry, it's time for lunch, so I have the bun. I was going to show you what it looked like on the inside. You can see the texture is real soft, like bread. It's not real eggy feeling. So I'm excited to try these with the bacon blend and see how they turn out. I like the other ones. They have the almond meal and the psyllium husk, so I can't wait to try these and see if they taste any better or any different than the other ones. So, of course, I'm going to have that with egg salad. So I'll show you guys. I'm just going to put some on my, and I'm going to have some Good Girl moonshine with this. And probably some bell pepper slices on the side, because this one I noticed that I bought yesterday has a spot. See that? So I'm going to get the good parts off and use that. So I'm going to have that with my egg salad sandwich. See if I can show it to you. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so I'm making dinner, and I've started. These are 4 huge chicken breasts that I had thawed out, and I was thinking about grilling them. But I did decide that they were very hot. They just come out. I decided just to keep them whole and bake them or roast them at 400 degrees for about 40 minutes or 45 minutes because they're so huge. Look at that. Anyway, then I'm going to pull them off the bone, chop them up, and do a loaded chicken salad to eat with our lunches as well. And I did end up making some cookies for the week. These are Mrs. Criddle's Kitchen's cowboy cookies. I'll link that recipe in the below. If you haven't tried them, they're very good. So yeah, there's my big old chicken breast. I have chicken out on the grill, and one more glance at the cookies. Okay, so I'll take you outside and show you my grill meat and see what's going on out there. Alright, I don't know if you guys can see this. It's getting kind of dark in here. We'll move it over here so you guys can see. I just took all the meat off the grill. This is several hamburger patties, boneless, skinless thighs, and then chicken legs. And there we go. That will last us several meals, starting with tonight's dinner, which we'll have with steamed broccoli. And so there's a couple of, actually probably 3 to 4 meals for us. And I don't have to cook, and I'm all set for the week with all that prep. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this food prep video, and please click subscribe. And if you haven't already, give me a thumbs up if you like this kind of food prep video. See you next time, guys.